Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to another Dodge Ram video. So if you watched the video where I plastic dipped the wheels on the Ram black, you also seen that I was filming, like at the same time, a video about the brake caliper. I kind of want to make this truck look a little more aggressive, so doing the silver wheels black. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the running boards yet. I may take them off completely, or we may dip them black as well. We're going to use Duplicolor caliper paint kit with ceramic red caliper paint. Never used this before. I've always used like the spray paint caliper paint, but they said you have a little bit more control with this. It uses a brush and stuff like that. So we're going to try this today on the Ram. If it works good, we're going to use it on the Mustang and probably the Vet as well. Wheel's already off, so I'm going to film this in between doing each wheel. So like as I do one wheel plastic dipping it, I'm going to do one wheel with the caliper, obviously. Hopefully this turns out good. If not, we'll just paint them back black. So guys, like I said, I've never used this kit before. It says it comes with everything you need. Comes with caliper cleaner, which I'm pretty sure is just brake cleaner. Very tiny roll of masking tape, stirring stick. Also has the paintbrush in there. And then a very tiny can of caliper paint. It says this will do 4 calipers. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never used this stuff before. I've always masked off and then used like the spray technique or whatever, but they said you have a lot more control with this, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm not probably going to mask anything off. I mean, with these, it's pretty much you can get to everything you need to. I'm just going to paint the whole thing. I'm not going to paint the brake pads, obviously, the outside of them, but you can pretty much get to everything on here. So we're going to start with this caliper cleaner, spray it on there, and then wipe the caliper off. But the way this stuff's spraying is pretty much exactly what it is. It's brake cleaner. Obviously, you're spraying brakes, so brake cleaner is the obvious choice to use. It says you don't have to sand these down or anything, but I think I'm going to take some, just kind of maybe 120 grit or something and scuff these down a little bit to kind of get rid of all of this roughness, and then hit it with the brake cleaner again. Alright, so guys, I hit this with 80 grit and a wire brush, so now I've got my caliper paint. I've shook it up quite a bit. So I'm going to get this open, use the stirring stick that they gave with it to stir this up. This appears to be a darker red, so I'm not exactly sure like if it's going to dry as a bright red, but right now wet, it kind of looks like a little bit of a darker red, but should look good on the calipers anyway, especially behind the black wheels, because I probably will do a black and red theme on this truck. And I just want to make sure that I get this mixed up very well with the little popsicle stick stirrer that they give you. This should look pretty good, I believe. Like I said, I've never used this kit, but I've heard good things about it. So we will start with our brush. And they said you just paint this on, so I'm guessing once you get everything coated, it'll start to cover a little bit better. So we got the first coat on. It covered pretty well. It's going to take a couple coats, obviously, but for the first coat, didn't do too bad. I have to fix a couple little runs because I got it a little too heavy, but it's easily done with the brush. Like that run there, you literally just brush it back in. I'm going to let this dry completely. That way we can do a good second coat. I'm going to do it a little bit heavier the second time around and just see if it'll cover just a little bit better. But for the first coat, for as dark as those calipers was, that did quite well and didn't use very much paint at all. So after the second coat, it's doing a lot better. The good thing about this is as it dries, it flattens out really well. And on the second coat, it covered pretty good. There's a couple spots I'm going to touch up with the third coat, but for the most part, that did very well. I did get some like on the brake springs or whatever, not too concerned about that. As far as the rest of it, it did pretty well. I mean, no means as smooth as like what a powder coat job would be, but for a brush on system for 20 bucks, that is not bad at all. All right, guys, so I just did like kind of a 2.5 coat. I know that sounds funny, but it's like I just went back and touched up the areas that needed it. It is still wet. I'm gonna let this dry for like an hour and then put the wheel back on. You've probably already seen yesterday, which is today, but the video is going up on Saturday. This one will go up on Sunday, that I'm plasti dipping the wheels black the same time that I'm painting the caliper. So it's like two videos, same time. A word of advice, read the directions on this stuff, because like I said, I did the second coat after like 15 minutes and it was like really tacky and really hard to brush on. They say to give it 1 hour between coats, let it dry, then do the next coat, which makes a world of sense. I think it said like if you wait too long, you have to wait like 5 days to do another coat. We'll recheck this. I'm satisfied with this. We will recheck this in like a week, and if it doesn't look good, we'll clean it and do another coat, because it used kind of hardly no paint out of this thing. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. Like I said, I'm plasti dipping the wheel, which you will already see in the video from yesterday. We'll go ahead and move on to the other ones. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'll show you one back one and one front one, but obviously it's going to be the exact same for the other side. So then I'll show you the finished product of the whole truck. Also pulled off the running boards because I don't like them. I don't see a need for them on a non-lifted truck, so I took them off. All right, so we got the front one prepped, more of the same. Hit it with some 80 grit, then hit it with my mini wire brush, brake cleaner, and I don't know if there was any difference, but I hit it right after that with caliper cleaner, just in case this is something different. I don't think it is. I think it's just brake cleaner. But anyway, we're going to do more of the same here. This caliper looks to be newer and in better shape, so it should cover a little bit better. So I'm going to go a little bit thicker on this first coat than I did with the last one, and I'm going to give it a full hour dry time in between. All right, guys, so this is after one coat. I did more of the same on prep work. I used the 80 grit and then hit it with the wire brush, hit it with brake cleaner, and then hit it with the caliper cleaner, even though I think this is also just brake cleaner. I did go a little bit heavier on the first coat than I did back there, and it covered a lot better. So I'm going to let this dry for the full hour like the instructions say, and then hit it with a heavier second coat, and then let it dry, and then touch up any areas. And I'm going to get back to plasti dipping the other wheel. All right, guys, so coat number one is it's kind of tacky, almost dry to the touch. One complaint I do have with this kit is the brush that it comes with. It actually just fell apart, so I had to go track down another brush. It's the only one I have, so I'm going to try to complete the project with this. If not, I will pick up another brush and finish it. I think I'm only going to get one side done today. They said that we have some rain moving in, so I'm going to try to finish up this side and get the wheels on, and that'll at least give you kind of a sneak peek of what the truck's going to look like complete, because the other side is going to just be a mirror of this side. All right, guys, one side of the truck's completely finished. Got the wheels and the calipers done. I know I didn't show you the wheels done yesterday because I was going to reveal them in today's video, which is the caliper video. So I did half of it just to show the comparison today. But anyway, this is how the truck did look. Had the factory silver with the rusty kind of brake calipers. And this is after the plasti dip and the red caliper paint. I do still have to peel the wheels and clean them, but the back ones will give you a better idea of how it looks. That is 7 coats of plasti dip and 3 coats of the caliper paint. I still have to peel this wheel, but I did put some tire cleaner on it just to show you exactly how it looks. I may end up peeling the Ram logo right there. Don't know if I like the just silver lugs with the black Ram logo. I may leave the Ram logo chrome just to kind of give the wheel some contrast. That is effectively going to be it for this video. Like I said, 7 coats of plasti dip. That is the black Duplicolor caliper paint, the brush on kind, 3 coats on each caliper. That will effectively end today's video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video.